My brother called immigration on my husband and claimed that he had a fake marriage visa. The officers arrested him at his job. His colleagues witnessed everything. I didn't panic. I showed the agents our 8-year marriage certificate, pictures, joint accounts, and our 2 children's birth certificates. Then I asked them to investigate the person who made the false report. Federal charges were filed. For a moment my mind seemed to slow down. Why was this happening? I had never imagined hearing something like this from my own brother. The one who had always been there for us was now the one causing us harm. What was the reason? Why? Had my life become so complicated that I was unaware? For a second it felt like time had stopped. I will never forget the day I received the news of my husband's arrest. As soon as I found out, my world collapsed. Police officers had arrested my husband at his office, and they claimed it was a fake marriage case. He was being taken to jail and the accusations were being made in front of his colleagues. I stood frozen in front of the officers, but a storm was brewing in my heart. I knew there was nothing between us that would make those accusations true. Our marriage was 8 years old. We had created many memories together, raised our children, and none of this was based on a fake or false foundation. This was simply an innocent accusation. And I knew that proving this accusation false was in my hands. The first step was to provide evidence of the time we had spent together. One thing was on my mind. I had to show these officers the truth, and the truth between my husband and me was so powerful that no lie could make it true. I immediately gathered our joint accounts, marriage certificate, pictures, and our children's birth certificates from my husband's office. The love and bond between us could not be defeated by any accusation. My brother had made a false report and I decided that I would have it investigated. Immediately, the thought crossed my mind that it was necessary to know what had driven him to take such action. I requested that the federal officers investigate these false accusations, and if they uncovered the truth behind my brother's actions, we would all find peace. The action that was trying to destroy our family had to be stopped. I had never doubted what had happened with my husband. He had always been honest and our marriage was never based on lies. We were there for each other and there was no lie in our love. He wasn't just my husband, he was my life partner. We had promised to support each other and today I was fulfilling that promise. This whole situation was so complicated that I couldn't even figure out how to deal with it. But I knew that this was one of the most important moments of my life and I had to stand by my husband. We were there for each other and I had never thought there would be any distance between us that could pull us apart. Everything was becoming a blurred image in front of me. My brother's actions, my husband's arrest, and my fight against those accusations. The same question kept running through my mind. Why was this happening? Why was my brother, who had always been with us, now trying to hurt us? I decided that I had to have an investigation done and whatever truth came out, I would make sure to tell the world. In my mind, I knew that anyone who speaks the truth will never lose. This had become a very complicated fight, but I kept going step by step with my fight. I helped my husband and I did everything I could to fight against these accusations. Together, we tried to bring forth the truth that had always existed between us. The bond we shared could never be influenced by any lie. Finally, during the investigation, the truth came out. My brother's claim was proven false and he was charged with federal offenses. The one who had tried to harm us was now the one standing in court. His actions had not only torn our family apart, but they had also ruined his own life. It all changed in an instant and I knew that I had stood by my husband and together we had proven the truth. Today, as I sit with my husband and remember those days, I realize that nothing in life is ever that simple. Life brings so many complications and sometimes, you have to make decisions you never thought you would make. But despite everything, we supported each other and in the end, the truth triumphed. Thank you so much for taking the time to read our story. If you found it impactful or inspiring, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more meaningful content. Your support means the world to us and we truly appreciate it. Stay tuned for more stories and take care.